Hi, and welcome to datatrainer.net. In today's exercise, we'll be looking at how you can split text like this into separate columns. So sometimes you'll have imported data or you'll get data in this sort of format, which isn't very useful to you. Let's say, for instance, here the name and surname is together in one cell, and you need to separate it into separate cells. And this can be really annoying. Now, of course, one way to do it is that you manually go in and either then cut and paste each of these um, throughout. But as you can see here, I mean, this is quite a long list, and yours might be much longer still. So a much better way to do this is to use what's called text to columns, which I'll show you how to do now. So what we'll do is select your column, go to the Data tab, and here you'll see text to columns. So we'll select it. We want it's delimited, so in this case we'll be saying it's delimited by a space, but of course if your data is it's showing where's the what separates the data that you're going to be separating. Sometimes it'll be colons, semicolons, could be anything, tabs as well. So we'll just say next. In this case I had already selected space, yours probably says tab. And how you know this isn't working is because it's not showing that this is actually in the data preview, that it's actually splitting anything. But if you select space, you'll see here it's showing you along which line it's going to split this data. So that looks pretty good. And that's it. Then you just say, you can next if you want to. This is just saying what is this going to be. So we'll keep it as general, but sometimes it's you want it to apply other formatting, but usually general is okay. Can always fix it later. Just say finish. Now I'm going to get a warning when I say finish. It says there's already data here. Do you want to replace it? What it's telling me is that here in the name, it's seeing that there's already data in this column. So this is quite important. If you've got data in this column that this is being split into, it's going to overwrite everything. So what you sometimes have to do is copy this somewhere else, then split it, and then copy the separated columns back so that you don't override any data that may be in any of these other columns. But in this case I don't mind, I'll just retype the name, surname, so I'll say OK. Now of course what will also happen is, let's say you've got middle names and all of that, it'll go and split these out further. There's other methods you can do to sort of counteract that or fix it later. But usually if it's just a few, you can then just manually go and put a few of them back into a single column in the surname. Great, alright, so as always you can find the sample sheet at datatrainer.net, and that's in the link below. Thanks.